Hey there, ladies and gents, and welcome to this new video for this week. First of all, just thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and I hope you do learn something from it. Although this video, I'm actually going to give you guys all the code because the JavaScript code's pretty long. Not that long, it's probably, I don't know, between 15 and 20 lines of code. So I think for this tutorial, I will give you the lines of code that you can just copy and paste over. It will probably just make the video a bit shorter and also a bit easier for you to use this effect. And the effect I'm talking about is this typewriter effect you see on a lot of websites nowadays. And there are plugins that can help you with this and that, but if you want to do it in Divi by yourself without any plugins, then I'm going to show you how to do it in this video tutorial. Saying that, you will need Divi. And if you're on the fence about getting Divi, I highly recommend Divi. I think it's probably, I've used other page builders and I'm not going to name them, but I have used the famous page builders and I still think Divi is the best. So if you are on the fence of getting Divi, I recommend you get it, and I've left a link in the description where you can get Divi. And if you also need domain names or web hosting, I've also left a link for that in the description with a company called Green Geeks. So if you are needing any of the things I've just mentioned, then please use those links. And just to be upfront, I will receive a commission, and I do thank you from the bottom of my heart if you do purchase Divi or web hosting through my links, because it does help me and my channel out. So I think the last few videos I've done have been a bit long, so let's get straight into it now and let's not muck around. So the first thing we want to do, let's just go into the back end here by dashboard, and I'm just going to create a new page for this tutorial. You can obviously put a section in any part of your page that you want and then just follow along. So I'm going to go to pages and I'm going to click add new. And then I'm just going to call this page typing text effect. And I'm going to choose this option to use the Divi builder. So I get these three options and I'm going to choose build from scratch. And in here, I'm just going to put a one column row. And for the module, we're going to use a text module. So over here, I'm going to take the placeholder contents out. And then I'm just going to put my name. And guys, yeah, you can put anything. And I'm going to make this a heading 1 text. And then I'm just going to click on this text option. So not the visual option, the text option. I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to come down here and I'm going to paste that in there. And over here, I'm just going to put maybe like developer for now. You can obviously put anything you want there. I'm going to give this heading 1 a class. So let's type in class, the equal sign, and then let's put 2 double quote marks. And in between those double quote marks, let's put a class of dg-typing. Again, you can name this class anything you want, but if you are a beginner, I would just advise you to follow me along to the T here and copy me exactly on everything I do. But obviously, if you know CSS and a bit of JavaScript and that, you can name this anything you want. And then what we can do, we can just go style our text. So I'm going to go into the design tab. I'm just going to hover over the heading 1 here and click the edit button. For heading defaults, I'm going to use later. Again, this you can design as you want. You don't have to copy me here at all. For the heading font weight, I'm going to use bold. Then I'm going to make the text white, and it's because if you look in my original one, I've got this background image which we're going to put in now. And then for the heading text size, I'm going to click on the mobile icon here. For the desktop view, I'm going to make it 60 pixels. For the tablet view, I'm going to make it 40 pixels. And for the phone, probably something like 28 pixels. And then I'm just going to give it some letter spacing here of 1 pixel. And I think that is it. Oh, sorry, no. Last thing, let's just go to the Advanced tab. Let's click on this option for CSS ID and classes. And let's just give this a CSS class of DG-HD. And I'm just making this abbreviation for heading. So let's save that. And then I'm just going to publish this quickly. And I just want to refresh it because the Divi builder has gone a bit funny on me. So the next thing we're going to do, let's go to our section settings. Let's click on background. Let's choose an image. So I'm going to click on this option here that says background image. I'm going to click on this button to add a background image. And I just use this image here. You can use whatever image you like. And then I'll click this button to upload the image. And there's the image over there. Then I'm just going to come over to the background color here. I'm going to add this black color. And then I'm just going to drop the opacity to around about 60%. Save that. And go back into my background image. Come down here to background image blend. And change this to color. So it just darkens the image a bit. So my white text stands out. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to come over to the design tab. And because I want this the full height of the screen, I'm going to come to the sizing option. And under height, I'm going to make this 95 VH. And then that will now take up the whole height of the screen. Okay, then we can save that. And you can leave yours like this, but I just want to show you on mine that you can see in this one, the text actually sits in the middle of the screen. So to do that, I'm going to use Flexbox, and this code I'm not going to leave for you to copy. I'm only going to really leave the other CSS portion and JavaScript for you to copy. So just if you want your text to sit in the middle of the image, just come to your section settings, come to advanced, then come to this custom CSS option, and then under main element, just type in display and flex. And that will move it into the middle for you. And you can just save that. The next thing we need to do, we need to add a code module underneath our texture. So just hover over your text and just click on this plus icon. And let's search for code. And then we can select this code module. I'm just going to widen this a bit. First thing we want to do is put in our style tag. So we're going to use the left arrow key. Type the word style, the right arrow key, and it will automatically create this closing style tag. And we can push enter twice, and we're just going to create script tags. And to do that, we again use the left arrow key, type in the word script, right arrow key, and again it will create the script closing tag. And we're going to put our CSS in between our style tags and our JavaScript in between our script tags. So I've left a link in the description to this code pen, and you can just click on that link and it will direct you to this pen. And the first thing we're going to do under the CSS tab here, we're going to copy all the CSS here. We can go back to our design here. And again, as I said, in between these style tags, this is where you're going to paste that code. And when you paste the code, you'll automatically see two things happen. This developer word has shifted. You'll see it's not in line with divigeek, and it's given us this blinking cursor. So maybe I should just run through the code with you if you are interested in knowing what this code does, and I'll try to do it as quickly as possible. So this first line of code is display flex, and the reason we've done that, you can see in this example, this word developer is sitting underneath this word divigeek, but we want the word to be alongside one another, or the words to be alongside one another. So that's what that code will do. Then for this class of DG typing, we put a margin left of 12 pixels, which is over here. As I said, you can see that the word developer is not in line with Divi anymore. And that's because we have this margin left of 12 pixels. And then we've put this position relative because we're going to use this after pseudo element, which creates this blinking cursor for us. And we're going to position that blinking cursor absolute. And we therefore need to put a position of relative on this class of DG typing. Then this DG typing, and it's got the 2 colons in the after, that creates this blinking cursor that we get here. And it also gives it this animation, which we create over here. It also gives the animation here. And here you can affect how long you want this blinking to occur. So it's happening every half a second. If I change this, let's say, for instance, to 1 second, see how much slower it is? I prefer it 0.5 seconds, but you can change that as you want. And that's it for the CSS. Then let's go over to this code pen again, and let's copy all this JavaScript. Let's go back to our design, and in between our script tags now, we're going to paste that code. And nothing will happen here at the moment. So I'm going to save this. And I'm just going to copy that part there. I'm going to open a new tab. I'm just going to paste it in here. And there you see it is working now. So I want to just go back and just show you where you change the word. So right at the top of the JavaScript, there's this first line of code, and there you can change the words. And you can put it in as many or as little words as you want. Just remember, if you want to add words, just after the beer lover, put a comma and then 2 single quote marks, and then type your next word in there. In this example, I put family man. So if I save that and I refresh it on the front end, we should see family man come up now as well. And that's how you do it. And then you can take words away as well. And if you take words away, just take out from the first quote mark to that comma. So everything I've highlighted there, if I remember, I'll put a block around what needs to be deleted. If you delete that, then it will just leave you with these 3 words. So I hope that makes sense. And guys, if I've lost you somewhere here, if I haven't explained something properly, please drop a comment in the comment section or send me an email and I will help you out. Just remember to leave a link to the website. And then if you want to change the speed of how long this takes for a word to be typed out, you can change it over here. If I put this to 100 and save it, and then refresh it on the front end, you'll see it's much quicker now. You see how much quicker it is? So that's where you change that. I just prefer it at 300, but if you want it slower or faster, that's where you change it. Right guys, so that's the tutorial done. This one was a nice, quick and easy one. I've given you the code, so just copy and paste it. Remember, the link to the code pen is in the description. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you don't want to use a plugin or purchase a plugin, this is how you get that effect. So if you want me to create any certain effects in Divi or things you've seen on websites that you don't know how to create in Divi, link to it in the comments or send me an email with a link explaining what effect you'd like me to try doing Divi, and I will see if we can do it, and I'll release a video on it. And then guys, if there's maybe websites you want me to create in Divi, a certain industry maybe, also you can drop comments like that or send me an email like that. I think my next video tutorial is going to be another website build using WooCommerce, because I might have some time now after I've finished the project. So I'll try to do another website build for my next tutorial. So it'll be another, because it's a WooCommerce build, it'll probably be 5 or more videos. I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible, but yeah, it might be quite a long series, that one. So I just want to thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And then if you want to work with me, if you need a website built in Divi or any other platform, it doesn't matter. I've left a link to my website in the description as well as my email address. We can book a free call and we can discuss your project, and I'll be happy to assist you with building it. And then guys, if you've liked this video, please can you do me a favor and leave a like? And then also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please could you subscribe? And that will just help with the YouTube algorithm so that I can get more views on my videos. And I will see you guys next week for the next tutorial. Thanks for watching, everyone. Cheers.